Namaste to all learners. My name is Nikul Patel. Topic for the today's video is Introduction to Casting Technology. From now, we will start with another unit from the syllabus. Unit number 2, Foundry Technology. I shall cover all the topics from the syllabus. First, let's understand the word casting. Casting is one of the primary manufacturing processes in which a liquid material is usually poured into the mold, which contains a hollow cavity of the desired shape, and then allowed to solidify. So basically, in casting, first we need to melt material. Second, prepare cavity which is nothing but the unfilled part which is surrounded by the mold material. And third, molten metal is getting into the shape of the cavity by filling the mold and allow it to become a solid. In this third step, product is ejected or broken out of the mold to complete the process. The shape of the object being determined by the shape of the mold cavity. Here we can spell word MOLD mold as MOLD or MOULD. MOULD is used in British English while Americans prefer MOLD mold. Casting technology is also known as foundry technology. Foundry word refers to a factory that produces metal castings. Let's see when casting was originated. Casting is one of the oldest manufacturing processes, which was used in approximately 4000 BC. 4000 BC means 6000 years ago, although it is not known who made the first casting or exactly where. Many historians believe that this great step was made in ancient Mesopotamia. In today's time, it is known as Iraq. The earliest axe heads of copper were cast in open mold in about 5000 years ago. Earliest casting was probably made out from copper, gold, silver, bronze, etc. The oldest casting in existence is believed to be a copper frog cast in Mesopotamia, probably around 3200 BC, and it clearly indicates that it was preceded by simpler objects. It was also claimed that cast gold objects were found in royal tombs of the first dynasty of Egypt dated back to 4000 BC. Throughout history, metal casting has been used to make tools, weapons, and religious objects. Metal casting history and development can be traced back to Southern Asia, which includes China, India, Pakistan, etc. Southern Asia traditions and religions rely heavily on statue and relic castings. India is attributed as one of the first civilizations to use casting method for producing coins in mass quantity. Around the middle of the first millennium BC, probably from 1000 BC to 1 BC, coins used were made from the silver. Just see how rich we were. But as the millennium progressed, the coin shifted to cast copper alloys. And in present time, coins were made from the bimetallic materials like cupronickel, aluminum bronze. This material used for making coin of rupees 10. Nickel brass is used for making 5 rupees coin and ferritic stainless steel used for making coins for 2 rupees, 1 rupees and 50 paisa. Historians debate the origin and development of cannon, but most evidence points to Turkey and Central Asia in the 18th and 19th century. The casting process of a cannon is a bit more complex with the use of a clay core, a template which has clay molded around it and then broken out, followed by the assembly in casting pit. That involves binding the casting with iron bands. Cannon shown in this picture is not the oldest cannon. This is just the photograph for your imagination. Dancing Girl is a prehistoric bronze sculpture made in lost wax casting about 2300 to 1750 BCE in the Indus Valley Civilization city of Mohenjo-daro. Presently, Mohenjo-daro is in Pakistan. Here, the method of casting, lost wax casting, is presently known as investment casting or precision casting. Dancing Girl is well regarded as a work of art and is a cultural artifact of Indian Valley civilization. The statuette was discovered by British archaeologist Ernest Mackay in the HR area of Mohenjo-daro in 1926, prior to the partition of India. This artifact is held by the National Museum, New Delhi. As usual, ownership is disputed by the Pakistan. Just imagine what happened to this ancient artifacts if it is in Pakistan. Now, let's move on to the advantages of casting. Casting provides the greatest freedom of design in terms of shape, size, and the product quantity. Casting imparts uniform directional properties and better vibration damping capacity to the cast part. Casting produces machinable parts. Most of the object first cast and then machining process is applied to them. Complexity of part can achieve through casting. Difficult in shape and uneconomical product can be achieved through casting process. A product may be cast as one piece, thereby eliminating the need of metal joining processes. Very heavy and bulky parts like those of power plants and mill housings, which are otherwise difficult to get fabricated, may be manufactured with the help of casting. Metals, which are difficult to shape by other manufacturing processes, may be cast. For example, cast iron. Most of the product of cast iron manufactured by casting process. Casting can be designed for equal distribution of loads on all the members of product. For minimizing the stress concentration in order to achieve more strength and increase the service life of a product. Casting process can be mechanized and usefully employed for mass production of components. Now, let's see some applications of metal casting. Transportation vehicles cast metal parts account for more than 90% of automobile engines. More than 50% of total weight of tractor is made with the help of casting process. Machine tool structures, for example, planer machine bed, lathe machine bed, milling machine bed, etc., which are made from the cast iron. Casting is used for manufacturing turbine vanes. Casting is also used in electrical field. For example, power generator, electrical equipment, structures, and generator casings are made from the casting process. Cast steel material is used for mill housing, and this is manufactured with the help of casting process. This process is used for constructing objects for railway crossing, which are made from the magnesium and steel cast sections. Magnesium alloy casings for supercharger. Magnesium and magnesium alloys are used because of its light weight. Construction of filters and valves from magnesium alloy are difficult to achieve by other than the casting process. And this process is also used for making paper mill stock breaker parts, which are made from the steel casting. Stay tuned for the remaining syllabus. Thank you.